So I was looking at this report this morning, and it is wild. The Warner Music Group settlement with Suno is officially real, and it basically says artists and songwriters now get to decide if their voice, their actual name, their likeness can even exist in AI generated tracks. It's like consent is the new gold rush, but nobody knows who has the shovel.
Wait, Suno? The generator where you just type in make a 90s boom bap track with a raspy voice and boom, it pops out? Warner actually pinned them down?
Pinned them down and made them sign on the line. But here's the catch. If the big labels are the ones gating this, what happens to the indie kid in Ohio or Florida who wakes up and finds a perfect clone of their vocals on some random TikTok trend with 10 million views? They don't have Warner's legal army.
Man, that's what I'm saying. I see these deep fakes all the time on the timeline, and people are like, yo, Calvin, this new snippet is fire. And I'm looking at my phone like, I literally never stepped foot in the studio to record that. It's a ghost in the machine, but who's getting the check?
See, that's where the math gets real ugly. You look at these AI royalty pools right now. We are talking about an average of 4 cents. 4 cents per track per quarter. You can't even buy a single Lucy with that, let alone build a future. It makes this whole passive income dream look like a straight up hustle unless you own the masters and the publishing outright.
4 cents? Man, I've got artists on my roster who are struggling to cover gas for a weekend promo run, and these platforms are eating their whole style for 4 pennies. That's not a business model. That's just digital sharecropping.
It's about knowledge of self, family, and hip hop and this whole culture. Your voice isn't just some wave file you export. It's your legacy, your discipline, your struggle. When you let them turn your identity into a vibe that anyone can just prompt into existence, you're letting them strip the spirit out of the asset. You gotta protect your name like it's a brick and mortar storefront, not some free sample at the grocery store.
But Dandy, the infrastructure is already moving past the Wild West phase. It's shifting from can we stop them to how do we tax them? But the taxes are going to the wrong treasury.
Exactly, because you look at Udio now. They're doing these walled garden deals with Universal and Warner. The fans can go in and remix a track in an artist's style, but, and here's the kicker, it has to stay on the platform. You can't export it to Spotify or Apple Music. It's like a sandbox.
Yeah, but but a sandbox is still a cage though. It's cool for engagement, sure. The fans feel like they're part of the process, but who owns the output? If I make a hit inside their garden, Udio and the label are the ones keeping the walls high and the pockets full. It's access, it's not ownership. Yes, it's
Well, look at the alternative. Platforms like Voice Swap or Kits AI are actually doing it right. They are paying artists directly, like literally licensing the voice model, paying per use. It completely flips the script. It's not AI is stealing my voice anymore. It's what is my CPM, what is my licensing term, and what are the guardrails on my identity?
See, that's the bag right there. For a rising artist, especially out of LSU, Calabasas, wherever, you realize fast that touring and merch, that's hard work. It's physically draining, but if your voice itself is the intellectual property, you have to treat it like a trademark. If someone wants to use the Calvin Blingwell vocal filter, they need to pay the toll at the gate. Register your name, image, and likeness. Treat your voice like your brand's logo.
That is the truth. If you don't brand yourself, the market will brand you for cheap. We gotta get these young artists financially literate yesterday. It's about knowing the difference between a license and a transfer of rights. You don't ever sign away the foundation.
It's simple, really. Lock down your publishing, verify your splits on every single track, register your name and likeness rights with the state. If you don't own the data that trains the machine is going to own you. Generational wealth in this new era starts with knowing exactly what you own, what you rent out, and what is absolutely not for sale. Period.
Man, real talk. Secure the voice, secure the bag. Good chatting, y'all.